The U.S. Army cannot get a break. I don't understand what it is, but they are making wrong decisions left and right. And this time, it's not because the Army. I swear, it's because other people now. The advertising was bad. Now, let's first go back real quick where we first had Emma, which we talked about all the issues that people were having about the two mothers and how this was her backstory of how she was able to serve in the U.S. Army and it empowered her in order to be able to serve her country, and this diversity of background was a good thing, but there's backlash about that as people felt that it was too quotations woke on that. Now, the U.S. Army was like, we can do better than that. And they had this new slogan, I don't know, maybe Angry Cops made a little video joking about this where it was like,
be all you can be? Yes! Simple. Elegant. Join the Army. We bring out the best in you. I like it. You're not going to believe this, but we've already got the rights for that. Perfect. Send it up the chain. Oh, and somebody get started on the award paperwork for me.
Be all you can be. Let's just redo the same exact thing we had before. Why not just dust it off and reuse it? I agree. Somebody should not be paid for that job. We should give it to the original creators, my idea. But this new thing has honestly raised a lot of eyebrows because I have concerns about it that I think a lot of people have not really brought up that I would say are very important. And that is because the Be All You Can Be campaign has now been officially canceled as one of the actors is in some hot water as he starred as one of the premier guests and actors in this series. Correction here, I did misspeak when I said that the whole thing was canceled. Only the parts that do include this actor are canceled, but the entire Be All You Can Be campaign has not been entirely canceled, so I just wanted to correct that before this was released for the public. The Army confirmed the pause on those ads today, but said that the wider Be All You Can Be campaign is continuing. The move comes after Majors, 33, was arrested on March 25th. The victim, a 30-year-old woman, had, quotations, minor injuries to her head and neck, end quotation. According to the New York Police Department, Majors was arrested on charges of A-word, H-word, and S-word, per the New York Police Department. He has since been released from custody. The U.S. Army is aware of the arrest of Jonathan Majors, and we are deeply concerned by the allegations surrounding his arrest. Laura De Francisco, a spokesperson for Army Enterprise Marketing Office, said in a statement shared with Task and Purpose, "We recently released 2 ads in which Mr. Majors appeared. While Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ads until the investigation into these allegations is complete." It says Majors' representatives have denied the allegations, with his attorney, Priya, I can't say this, saying he is completely innocent. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. Now, if you look, this is Jonathan here, and you want to see his IMDb. He's been in Creed 3. Like, he has some notable spots here. Ant-Man, Magazine, Dreams. Like, these are some big movies here. This was, I would say, a pretty safe bet by this ad agency that did this for the Army. So this wasn't something that was just willy-nilly put together thinking that this guy was going to, come out with something like this. Because if you see, he's had a pretty good track record the past couple of years here. Obviously, this has led to many jokes and people joking about this and scratching their heads at why they would pay this Hollywood actor such a high amount where they could use soldiers or other types of actors out there that probably would have a less risk issue here. Luis Sanchez says, "I wanted the recent ads, and honestly, they were the best ads made in a long time. They should have pulled them, to be honest." Jody Bodge says, "An accusation can cause a person to lose their livelihood. Gotta love the court of public opinion." Michael Gillespie says, "Guilty till proven innocent, right?" Leo Park says, "I don't know, that seemed pretty on par for military." BP Newman says, "Why don't you just use active duty soldiers for the commercials? It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Y'all pay those actors more than you do the troops. Chances are the actors you're using have never served." Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the press. Maybe I did this a little too fast, but this story is taking the traditional turn that you might expect as details are unfolding, as apparently it looks like the attorney of Jonathan Majors has actually released a bombshell of information that I've just now seen as I'm making this video because I wanted to make sure everything was up to date. This article says Jonathan Major's attorney says the woman who accused him of A-word has taken back her allegations after he was arrested. Wow. Wow. According to this person, video evidence of the incident, which occurred within a vehicle and testimony from witnesses, will prove the actor's innocence. The woman also took back her accusation of A-word in written statements. That adds a whole nother layer to this that was just bombshell. And this guy is now probably, I would say, hopefully, going to sue for some kind of damages if this is true. So looking at this, there's a lot of people that are saying, innocent until proven guilty. They're looking at it from the court of public opinion, but they're also looking at it from the legality point of view, which is where this divides heavily, right? Now, we are not lawyers in the entertainment industry to sit here and judge what was written in his contract, but I can tell you that it's unfortunate. I don't think this was seen as a possible circumstance, which, I'm going to say, does this mean that he should be forced to pay back some level of what it took in order to create this? Would the U.S. government sue him for this loss? Especially as you're seeing that people are sitting here saying, like, the credibility of the U.S. military could be questioned based on these situations. So, which is a very fair point here, because honestly, they could use U.S. military service members. Probably more likelihood to not have baggage. They could screen their social medias or whatever else. But I mean, honestly, most people that are looking at the commercials, they're not thinking that, is this person active duty or not? So really, having a notable actor, I don't think does anything other than disconnect the audience more if they did know who the actor was. So yeah, those are just some of my thoughts on this. I mean, if this is the case, this is millions of dollars of advertisement agency money. This is taxpayer money. This is, a lot that's on the line. And I hope that this is not the case. Obviously, I don't want to advocate for this, but at the same time, I want to say, I don't think people that were watching these commercials were like, this guy is a mean guy that was arrested. I think when people look at these Army commercials, they're just not in the face of everybody. So this being a highlighted story, I think just by adding this out there to the Sphere of My video, these articles, things like that are talking about it, it kind of makes it just more notable, and kind of like what the Army is doing is just the most politically correct in my opinion here. But let me know, what do you guys think about the situation? Do you think that they should have pulled the commercial in order to save face, in order to try and make it as politically correct as possible? That way they showed no endorsement for this possible behavior. Or do you think they should have just doubled down until they paid all this money for a very famous actor to appear in this commercial and it had no real relevance to what was happening? Is there that appropriate disconnect there? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys like videos like this and topics I cover, make sure you hit me up over on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, or down in the comments below. I will take your ideas and suggestions for future topics over there. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it on the channel. As always, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.